we're going to give away a free t-shirt, bring you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Now, I'm taking a pause from the summer of superheroes because this month is Spinal Muscular Atrophy Awareness Month. Now, Spinal Muscular Atrophy, or SMA as it's also called, is a genetic disorder that starts in the central nervous system and affects all the muscles in the body. Now, due to the degenerative nature of this disease, people with SMA will experience a decline in muscle strength over time, although the rate and severity can vary among individuals. Now, SMA is mostly caused by a deficiency of a motor neuron protein called SMN, which stands for the survival of motor neuron. Now, this protein is necessary for motor neuron function, and 1 in 10,000 children are living with this disorder, and it's one of the leading causes of death among infants. Now, I personally know some young people that are living with SMA, and I can guarantee you it does not have them. And this episode is for them and their families, and it's also for any boy, girl, man, or woman living with this disorder and their families. And this is an SMA awareness themed Comic Hero tee. And inside the speech bubble, you have the Cure SMA logo, which is also here on the right sleeve, and then here on the left sleeve is the awareness ribbon, which has the word Spinal Muscular Atrophy Awareness, and then the flower for the awareness, a rose. Now, if you would like your very own SMA awareness Comic Hero tee, you can find them on my website, IamTheComicHero.com, for $17. Now, as y'all probably heard, I left out Talk Comics, and the reason that I did that is because I have a very large amount of comics that I'm going to reveal in the comic books I bought this week's segment, and it's practically going to take up at least a segment and a half. But don't worry, on next week's episode, comically speaking, we'll be back. All right, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, on the last episode, I asked which publication once published a genetic comic book in order to trademark the words superhero and supervillain. Well, the correct answer is Marvel. And 5 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, names been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is Ashley Richard from Winfield, Louisiana. So congratulations, Ashley. Win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Flash question. Which South American country prints issues of the Flash and refers to the character and the book as Flushman? Yeah, it's really a thing. Alright, here are the hints. The first hint is that this country is located on the southern half of South America. The second hint, the capital of this country is Buenos Aires. The third hint, soccer player Lionel Messi, basketball player Manu Ginobili, and tennis player Gabriela Sabatini, are all from this country. And then the fourth and final hints are dead giveaways, especially if you're a music, or movie buff. The musical Evita by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice takes place in this country. Then the fifth and final hint, and this is this is a dead giveaway. Don't cry for me, blank. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, now Brad Bertuzzi from Niles, Ohio has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and this one features the Princess of the Amazons, going up against the strongest attorney at law there is. Representing DC, we have Wonder Woman. And representing Marvel, we have She-Hulk. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Wonder Woman versus She-Hulk. Wonder Woman possesses superhuman strength, speed, senses, reflexes, stamina, durability, intelligence, and longevity, accelerated healing factor, immortality, electrokinesis, divine empowerment, flight, is the master of hand-to-hand combat and martial artist, multilingualism, and wielding of the lasso of truth, indestructible bracelets, projectile tiara, sword, and shield. She-Hulk possesses transformation, superhuman strength, stamina, durability, speed, and leaping, healing factor, and gamma manipulation. Who will win? Get ready for a high-flying and heavy-hitting bout. These two would spend a majority of the fight doing just those two. She-Hulk would then play dirty by tripping up Wonder Woman with a drop toe hold. She-Hulk then attempts to end the fight by pouncing on Wonder Woman, but the latter immediately rolls away from the impact. She then ropes She-Hulk with her lasso of truth. The lasso reveals her true form as Jennifer Walters. Out of compassion, Wonder Woman releases her from the lasso. Out of desperation, Walters then tries to convert back to her She-Hulk form, but Wonder Woman ends the fight by lunging towards Walters and delivering a massive headbutt before the transformation can complete. Wonder Woman wins. And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Thank you, Brad, for choosing for that fight. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll have another one for next week. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
Alright, as I said at the beginning, I have quite a few books, so that's why I'm not doing a Comically Speaking segment. And again, Comically Speaking will be back next week. But for right now, here are the comics. Alright, first up is The Amazing Spider-Man number 7. Avengers number 59. Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day number 2. Batman number 126. Batman Superman World's Finest number 6. I almost said Superman Batman. That's a completely different book. Black Adam number 3. Black Panther number 8. Blood Syndicate number 4. Well, Blood Syndicate season 1, number 4. Captain Marvel number 40. Catwoman number 46. Daredevil number 2, or Legacy number 650. Dark Crisis number 3. Dark Crisis Young Justice number 3. Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League Green Lantern. The Flash number 785. Flashpoint Beyond number 4. Hulk number 8. I Am Batman number 12. Immortal X-Men number 5. Iron Man number 22. Legion of X number 4. Naomi Season 2 number 6. Really excited about this book. The New Champion of Shazam number 1. And yes, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That's Mary Bromfield. New Mutants number 28. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons number 3. Savage Avengers number 4. Strange number 5. Superman, Son of Kal-El number 14. Wonder Woman number 790. X-Force number 30. X-Men number 13. And oh no, not finally. I kind of jumped the gun there. X-Men Red number 5. And now finally, X-Men Legends number 1. Alright, that's 33! Which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 11,534. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which country in South America prints issues of The Flash and refers to the character and the book as Flushman? Now, here are the hints again. The first hint is that this country is located in the southern half of South America. The second hint is that the capital of this country is Buenos Aires. The third hint, soccer player Lionel Messi, basketball player Manu Ginobili, and tennis player Gabriela Sabatini are all from this country. The fourth hint is that the musical Evita by Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice take place in this country. And then the fifth and final hint, don't cry for me blank. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Ashley Richard from Winfield, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this week's episode. All right, here's the road ahead for the show. Now, on next week's episode, which is episode 414, I'm going to give y'all the opportunity on helping me decide on which superhero-themed comic hero tee to wear to conclude the summer of superheroes. At first, I decided, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. But then I thought, you know what? Why not? I mean, as I'm doing this episode, it's Friday, August 26th, and so I'm not going to do another episode for another week, and that's going to give y'all plenty of time to help me decide. And I'm going to post some shirts. Some of the characters I haven't covered are Superman, Batman, Wolverine, and Deadpool. And what y'all are going to do, y'all are going to help me decide on which, y'all going to vote on the one you like best, and the one that receives the most votes will be the shirt I'll wear for episode 414. Now on episode 415, I'm going to raise awareness of childhood cancer. Then on episode 416, I'm going to raise awareness of polycystic ovarian syndrome. And then on episode 417, which is also the an episode where I'm going to have a very special guest, I'm going to raise awareness of prostate cancer. So tune into those shows. You know what? I'm so glad to get back to doing this. I took a week before, then did the episode 412, then I took a week off again due to having a high volume of t-shirt orders. And so I'm glad to be back doing it again. Hopefully I will try my best to do episodes every week. Now, I did go to GeekCon, and I only went on the last day, which was this past Sunday. I couldn't go the other 2 days like I wanted because my work schedule had changed. But I'm a make lemonade out of lemons kind of person, and so I want to show y'all what I bought. I bought 5 comic book posters, and here's the first one. This is Avengers number 4. This is the first appearance. Well, not the first appearance of Captain America, but this is, well, rather the first appearance of Captain America as an Avenger back in 1964. Then the other one I bought was the first appearance of Wolverine in the Incredible Hulk number 181 in 1974. And then the next one was the very first appearance of Luke Cage in his own series in 1972 called Luke Cage Hero for Hire. And this is one of my all-time favorite covers, although it's kind of sad. The cover to Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7 from 1985. I mean, I had to buy this one because, you know, after the passing of George Perez, you know, he passed away a few months ago. And so I wanted to show tribute by buying this one. And then the last one, and because this is Spider-Man month, I bought a cover poster of Amazing Fantasy number 15, which was Spider-Man's first ever appearance. Now, I just want to set the record straight. These are comic book posters. These are not the actual books. I mean, as a matter of fact, I can't even afford those books. So I figured, okay, if I can't afford the books, I guess the next best thing is to buy some cover posters. And they will be on this wall on future episodes. And honestly, you know, going around GeekCon, when I was at GeekCon this past Sunday, I kind of miss being a vendor. So all I have to say is, I kind of swore off being a vendor or purchasing a table, but, you know, never say never. All right, and to all the boys, girls, men, and women who are living with spinal muscular atrophy in their families, just keep on keeping on. And I know for a fact that a cure for SMA is coming. The reason I say that is because adversity is temporary. They say good things never last, bad things never last either. And I believe that a cure is on the way. And not just for SMA, but any other diseases and disorders that a lot of folks may be living with throughout the world. You just have to have hope, folks. I mean, without hope, what's the point in living? Just saying. All right, I'm Victor Nunley on The Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 414. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.